Dear students, in the previous class, that is last week, we solved one problem on a single entry system for 12 marks. In today's class, we will take up a problem from a 2019 final first year question paper, which was appeared on single entry system for 12 marks. So let us revise. As we know that under single entry system, we prepare three accounts: statement of affairs, statement of profit or loss, and then revised statement of affairs. Let us see the format once again. Liabilities, amount, assets, amount. Statement of affairs is resembled to be the balance sheet for single entry system. So liability side, we record all the liabilities including long term liabilities, short term liabilities, and the capital. Then asset side, fixed assets as well as current assets. This is the statement how we find out whether the proprietor has earned a profit or incurred a loss. So it comes in a particular format. So first we take closing capital, we add drawings, then we deduct additional capital. Whatever answer we get, we call it as adjusted closing capital. To that adjusted closing capital, we deduct opening capital, we get profit or loss made during the year. From that profit, we deduct expenses and losses, and we add income and gains, and we get the final answer, that is net profit or net loss. So this is the format of statement of affairs. We prepare combined statement of affairs to find out opening capital and closing capital depending upon the problem. Then we prepare statement of profit or loss, and then we prepare the final closing balance sheet. We call it as revised statement of affairs. So this is the problem from 2019 question paper. So let us read the problem. Mr. Akash keeps his books on incomplete records. From the following information, prepare statement of profit and loss and uh, revised statement of affairs. Right. So they have given opening balances as well as closing balances for the year, for the financial year 1/4/2016 to 31st 3 2017. So let us read the problem. Cash at bank, it will go to combined statement of affairs 16,000, 11,500. Stock 1,95,000. Debtors 42,500 and 70,000. Buildings 75,000 and 1,35,000. Furniture 9,000 and 7,500. Creditors 66,000 and 87,000. Bills payable 44,000 and 58,000. So except creditors and bills payable, all will go to assets. Asset side of the statement of affairs, combined statement of affairs, as well as the closing balances will appear at the revised statement of affairs. So let us see the adjustment. During the year, he withdrew rupees 45,000 and introduced further capital of rupees 25,000. So his drawings is amounting to rupees 45,000 and his additional capital is 25,000. So adjustments we'll see one by one. Bad debts rupees 1,000 made on debtors. Salaries outstanding 1,200. Furniture, depreciate building and furniture at 10% per annum, and prepaid insurance rupees 550. So this is the problem which has come in the 2019 final year question paper for 12 marks. So let us solve. First, to prepare profit and loss, statement of profit and loss, we require opening capital as well as closing capital. And to find out opening and closing capital, we are supposed to prepare combined statement of affairs, right? So here already the information is given on the beginning of the financial year 1/4/2016 and at the end of the financial year 31st 3 2017. So by taking as it is the data from the problem, only thing here, assets, we after reading the problem, after reading this particular table, assets if it is asset, we need to enter it at the asset side, and if it is a liability, we will enter it liability side. So first we'll see cash at bank. Yes, it's asset. Stock is an asset. Debtor is also an asset. Buildings is also an asset. Furniture is also an asset. Creditors and bills payable, these two are liabilities, so we will enter them liability side of the balance sheet, and rest all we will enter asset side of the combined statement of affairs. So here cash at bank, stock, debtors, building, furniture. Liability side, creditors, bills payable. So this is the way how we have entered the data in combined statement of affairs. So to save the time, instead of preparing opening statement of affairs and closing statement of affairs, we can prepare combined statement of affairs to find out capital at the and closing opening capital and closing capital. So the way we have entered, now we have entered all the assets as well as liabilities. So let us close the opening statement of affairs. So asset side, the total is 2,42,500, which is more, and liability side total is, that is 66,000 plus 44,000. We are supposed to deduct 2,42,500 minus 66,000 and 44,000, and the balancing figure is opening capital 1,32,000. So write the total both the side, 2,42,500 and 2,42,500. This is the normal way how we close the account. Total both the sides, whichever side total is more, that total we write it both the side, and then liability side total is less, liability side it is less by 1,32,000, and that becomes our balancing figure. We call it as opening capital. Same way close the column, amount column, 31st 3 2017. Here also asset side the total is more, it is 3,19,000. Deduct 87,000 and 58,000 from 3,19,000, and your answer is closing capital is 1,74,000. So write 3,19,000 both the sides. Your opening capital is 1,32,000 and your closing capital is 1,74,000. So to prepare statement of profit and loss, we require opening capital as well as closing capital. That is why we prepare combined statement of affairs as on opening of the financial year 1/4/2016 and closing financial year 31st 3 2017 to find out opening capital as well as closing capital. So now let us move to a statement of profit or loss. Now here statement of profit and loss is prepared. We require information of opening capital, closing capital, which we have already found. Again we need drawings made by the proprietor and any further capital, additional capital introduced by the proprietor. So in this problem, the proprietor Mr. Akash he has withdrawn 45,000 for his personal use, and he has also introduced additional capital of rupees 25,000, right? And we are supposed to consider the adjustments also what is given in the problem to find out the net profit made during the year by Mr. Akash, right? So this is the statement of profit and loss. There is a particular format which I have already explained you in the previous class also, and in before starting this particular problem I have given you the format once. So let us start with statement of profit or loss. So first we will take closing capital. We have already worked out opening capital as well as closing capital. So closing capital is 1,74,000. In the problem, the proprietor has withdrawn rupees 45,000 for his personal use. That becomes his drawings during the year, that is 45,000. Closing capital, add drawings during the year. He has also introduced further capital of rupees 25,000. So in the format, we are supposed to deduct additional capital introduced during the year by the proprietor is 25,000. So whatever value amount I have written it in bracket, it means we are supposed to deduct it. So 1,74,000 plus 45,000 minus 25,000, your answer, whatever answer you get, that is 1,94,000. We call it as adjusted closing capital, right? So closing capital is 1,74,000, add drawings during the year 45,000, less additional capital introduced during the year 25,000. Whatever answer you get, we call it as adjusted closing capital amounting to rupees 1,94,000. To this we deduct opening capital. We have already calculated opening capital here, 1,32,000. Take the same value here, 1,32,000, and profit before adjustments is 62,000. That is, profit made during the year is 62,000. Read it as a profit. Profit made during the year is 62,000. Right now in the problem, they have given certain adjustments like bad debts, salaries outstanding, depreciation on building and furniture, and prepaid insurance. By considering these adjustments, we are supposed to include it in our particular format. That is, we are supposed to deduct expenses and losses, and we are supposed to add incomes and gains, right? So bad debts is a loss on a debtor, so we are supposed to deduct it. Salary is outstanding, it's a liability, we are supposed to deduct it. Depreciation is a provision, so again we are supposed to calculate depreciation on building and furniture at the rate of 10%. We are supposed to deduct it from the profit of that proprietor, right? So first take it as it is. Bad debts on debtors 1,000, outstanding salaries 1,200. Now there is one working note. We are supposed to calculate the depreciation. So first is building. The closing value of building is 1,35,000. On that, calculate 10% depreciation. You will get 13,500. So in this statement, I have written here as depreciation on building 13,500. Same way, we are supposed to calculate it for furniture. So the book value of the furniture at the end of the year is 7,500. So calculate 10% of 7,500, you will get 750. So again, depreciation is a provision which is made against a fixed asset. So I have written it here as depreciation on building uh, 13,500 and depreciation on furniture 750. Total it, you will get 16,450. 62,000 minus 16,450, you will get 45,550. So the next format in the statement of profit or losses, add incomes and gain. There is one current asset, that is prepaid insurance. Insurance is paid in as advance and it becomes your current asset. We are supposed to add it here. Prepaid insurance 550. So your total net profit made during the year is 46,100, right? So this is the way how we are supposed to prepare statement of profit or loss for the year ending 31st 3 2017. I will read it again. Closing capital, add drawings during the year, less additional capital introduced during the year. These two things are given in the problem. Whatever amount you get, we call it as adjusted closing capital, and our adjusted closing capital is 1,94,000. To this deduct opening capital, and your profit before adjustments is 62,000. So there are certain adjustments deducted: bad debts, outstanding salaries, depreciation on building, and depreciation on furniture. So amount is 16,450. Deducted from 62,000, you will get 45,550. So there is one uh, insurance is paid in advance. So there is one current asset which we are supposed to add it here. The expenses which are paid in advance, 550, amounting to rupees 550. Add it. Your net profit made during the year is 46,100. So opening capital is 1,32,000, closing capital is 1,74,000, and your net profit made during the year is 46,100. Now prepare revised statement of affairs, which is nothing but a closing balance sheet for the proprietor, where his books of accounts are kept under single entry system. So first we will calculate the amount of capital. So there is a particular format which I have already explained in my previous classes. Capital, first take opening capital. We have already worked out opening capital 1,32,000. Add additional capital which is given in the problem, 25,000. We have already worked out a net profit of rupees 46,100. From this you are supposed to deduct drawings during the year is 45,000. So the closing capital for the proprietor is 1,58,100. Let me read once again. Opening capital 1,32,000. Add additional capital 25,000. Add net profit made during the year is 46,100. Deduct drawings 45,000. The closing capital for the proprietor is 1,58,100. In this problem, there are two liabilities. Creditors, you are always supposed to take the closing balances. Creditors is 87,000 and bills payable is 58,000. And there is one more current liability, salary outstanding 1,200. So liability side we will enter creditors 87,000, bills payable 58,000, and outstanding salary is 1,200. Similarly, we are supposed to enter all the assets from the same problem considering the closing balances. So which all assets? Cash at bank 11,500, stock 95,000, debtors, there is an adjustment regarding debtors, so we will take the amount inner column 70,000 minus bad debts 1,000. So outer column we will write amount as 69,000. Then we will take buildings, inner column 1,35,000. We will deduct depreciation at the rate of 10%, 13,500, and outer column amount is 1,21,500. Same way we will take furniture. The closing value is 7,500. Depreciation at the rate of 10%, 750. Outer column 6,750. There is one more current asset in the form of expenses paid in advance, that is prepaid insurance, that is adjustment number D, prepaid insurance amounting to rupees 550. It becomes a current asset. Any expenses which is paid in advance, we call it as a current asset. So prepaid insurance 550. So cash at bank 11,500, stock 95,000, debtors amount is written at as in inner column, less bad debts 1,000, outer column 69,000, buildings 1,35,000, less depreciation at the rate of 10%, 13,500, outer column 1,21,500, furniture 7,500, less depreciation at the rate of 10%, 750, outer column 6,750, and last one prepaid insurance 550. So total of both the side is 3,04,300. So our balance sheet tallies and the answer is 3,04,300. So this is the problem from the question paper. Just for your just to know how what kind of problems you may get in exam, I have solved one problem from the question paper 2019 final question paper of PUC first year, right? So this is the working note, how to calculate depreciation on building and furniture. So practice more sums at home. Even you may get question papers also midterm question papers, final year question papers. From those question papers you can solve few more problems. If any doubts are there, please let me know. See you in the next class. Thank you.